everybody. Thanks for stopping into the American South Fishing Podcast. I'm here with Austin Hover, and we got a couple of guys from the Bourbon County High School fishing team. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Luke Brummagem. I'm a freshman.
My name's Levi Holland, and I'm a freshman also.
So, Luke and Levi, guys, it's a pretty cool story of how we got hooked up. We're going to dive into that throughout the podcast here. But also, I've got Austin, who I think at this point is safe to say we've become friends over all of this.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, Austin and I actually have stayed in touch almost every day since we recorded, which has been cool. That's what you do this for, is to network and make new friends and meet new people and all that. But part of the reason that we've been able to do that and stay so close is because of you two, honestly. And so anyhow, guys, is this y'all's first season as a high school bass fishing team?
Yes, sir.
Have y'all fished any tournaments yet?
Yeah,
we fished like
tournaments.
what, 4?
Yeah.
This year already?
Yeah, not like 2026, but 2025. We fished.
Okay, cool. So I know that you guys have a tournament coming up March 7th, I believe, on Laurel Lake. And I imagine y'all are excited about that. So what are some things that you guys know about Laurel Lake?
Honestly, I know nothing because I've never been there.
Yeah.
We've never fished it.
Yeah, we've never fished it.
Okay. That's not a bad thing. That's a fresh perspective going into the lake, and so it's not a bad thing. Don't let that discourage you. There's a lot of lakes that Tyler and I both have fished that we have never put a boat in nor wetted lines, and that's all. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah, because I'll tell you exactly what happens when you have fished a lake before. Is there'll be times where the bite will be a little bit tough, and you'll get married to this area that you've caught fish before.
That's right.
And you'll go sit in that area and fish it completely out, saying, I know there's fish in here. I've caught them before. And you'll fish and fish and fish and never catch anything. And that's the worst thing you can do in a tournament is sit there and be married to an area that's not producing. So, guys, what are we were kind of talking about it before, but we're going to roll through all the fun stuff. So if you had to put 3 baits, like 3 baits, that's all you can throw for the rest of your life, what are the 3 baits that each of you would throw? And pick colors of those baits too.
Probably a black and blue or white chatterbait.
Okay.
Definitely some kind of worm, like a 10-inch worm, 7-inch, and probably a popper or whopper flopper.
Okay.
I usually go some sort of worm, like a paddle tail swim bait, a crankbait, which the paddle tail swim bait I like a pearl color, like something like that. I'll do a crankbait also with like a brown kind of. Like a brownish red, and then I'll probably throw a whopper plopper with like a clear belly and a dark top.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could definitely tell that y'all fish Highland reservoirs like me.
Yeah. That's a pretty normal answer, especially for the Highland Reservoir fishermen.
Yeah, man, those are great answers, guys. I love a good jackhammer. I feel like it's pretty versatile. Like you're saying, the crankbaits with the natural crawl colors, the browns and the reds are always really, really effective in those areas. So, how did y'all get into this? What led into y'all deciding that you wanted to do this?
Well, we've kind of fished our whole life, just pond fishing and going up creeks and wade fishing.
Yeah.
I
mean, what made the push? Like y'all were just like, all right, it's time. This is what we're doing. We want to start a bass fishing team.
Kind of like just we wanted to do something competitive, and we love fishing, and so we decided to go into bass fishing.
Talk me through that process of where you guys were sitting in class and you're like, hey, let's start a bass fishing team in high school and let's see what it does. Talk me through that process on, did you go to your principal and was like, hey, we want to do this, or was there a lot more steps that were involved in that?
There used to be a team probably 5 or 6 years ago, and they never placed anything.
Okay.
And we just decided to kind of start it back up and start fishing again.
Now, is that something that you had to get, obviously, authorization from the school?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So your athletic director was involved in that process?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How has it been working with them through all that? Or is it just kind of like, yeah, y'all can do it, do whatever you want, you kind of got to fund it type of thing?
It's like, well, they fund like our food and everything, and like fundraising and all that. We'll do that and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any interest from other classmates?
Yeah, a bunch of people want to join, but they don't have the boats and stuff like that.
I got you.
Yeah, well, I mean, that'd be something interesting. I feel like, are there other guys that y'all know that would be willing to be boaters to help some of those guys be able to participate?
Yeah, we know a couple people. It's just getting them to like be committed into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that goes
that.
across the entire board, though. I mean, that's not just high school. That's outside of high school. That's college guys. I mean, the commitment level that it takes to do tournament fishing is a commitment. I mean, Tyler and I can tell you the nights and hours that we have spent off the water doing research to the days that we've spent wasting a whole bunch of gas driving and looking at spots. Like, it is a commitment, and it takes that to succeed.
Yeah, man, and there are going to be times where y'all are going to put in hours looking at your maps and stuff, and you're gonna fly into some areas you're like, oh, that looks so good on the maps, and especially now that I heard y'all got forward facing sonar, y'all are gonna pull up into some of those places like, oh, that looks so good, and you're gonna scan for a few minutes, but dang, they ain't even a fishing.
That happens. That's happened a lot, and it's hard to believe it, but
Oh yeah,
it looks so fishy, but it's not.
It is disappointing. So y'all were I guess lucky enough, for lack of a better word, for somebody to donate your forward-facing sonar. So I'm sure that's been pretty cool. Who donated that for you? Well, you don't have to name them, but unless you feel free to name them. But I'm not gonna, like, you're not obligated to name them. But how cool was that for y'all to start getting to use that?
It was awesome, man. It's a big step. It's a really big step to help.
You feel like that was a weight that was kind of lifted off your chest? I mean, obviously, you guys, being a two-man team and going against some of these schools that have a heck of a lot more, funds, and you guys are just, two good old country boys that love to fish, and you're going up against some big dogs. That's got to be a huge weight off your chest, knowing, okay, now I'm coming in, I've got, the equipment that will help me succeed if I can use it correctly, right?
Yeah. Our first tournament, we fished it, like first tournament ever on a boat. We placed second without sonar, without nothing.
That's
Really?
awesome.
Let's talk about that. So first off, what lake was that at?
Cave Run.
Cave Run, is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
What time of year was this tournament?
This was I think October or
October.
September.
So October, guys. October is a tough time to get bites. Late fall. I mean, depending now, you get into late October, beginning of November when they start really waking back up on the shad out of the summer patterns. But okay, so let's talk about what happened in that tournament and what clicked. Like y'all, what did y'all find that y'all were like, okay, we got something here that a pattern y'all could run?
He ran what did you run? Chatterbait in the back, and I threw a popper.
Yeah, he threw a popper, whopper plopper in the front, and I threw a chatterbait right behind him.
So
what was the reasoning for that?
Just trying to maybe if they miss the whopper plopper and go back down, or if they're on different
Smart
levels.
idea. So you guys worked hand in hand.
Yeah. Like for the first 2 hours, I didn't even get a bite. Because
I caught a fish.
He got all the bites on the top water, but then it started getting a little bit hotter, and he still threw the whopper plopper, but I started getting fish.
Yeah, I mean, it was not even 3 casts in. I think what was it, a 4-pounder hit it? Yeah, and got him right in.
Wow. So here's the crazy thing: you see a lot of videos, especially on Highland reservoirs, where guys will have a boat fly over and create a little bit of wake. Yeah, and that's when the bite will wake up. So, your top water, even later in the day when you weren't getting any bites, was exciting those fish, and then he was coming behind with a jackhammer. So even the ones you weren't catching were exciting the ones that you were catching with your jackhammer. So that's pretty cool. That's something y'all need to remember this year when y'all haven't. But here's the good thing, guys: unless you're on something like. Unless one of you gets on a bite where it's like every cast you're pulling in a fish with, whatever, that is the best thing you can do is keep it mixed up. Because unless they're just smoking a jackhammer or a crankbait or something, that guys mixing it up is by far the best thing that you can do. Especially as a team, y'all are working together to put 5 fish in the boat.
We call that the slingshot, the Talladega Night slingshot.
Y'all ever watch that movie, Talladega Nights?
No.
Y'all are actually probably a little. What year were y'all born?
2010.
2010. Yeah. So that movie came out before you were born. That's crazy.
Yeah. Man, that made me feel a little old. Now I can see the white hairs that are kind of popping up.
So the next thing is, you two were really good friends before all this, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So how long have y'all known each other?
I've known him since he was born.
Like, since we were born. Yeah.
That's cool, man. So y'all have been friends forever then?
Yes, sir, yeah.
All right. So how cool is it that you get to fish with your dad, and then how cool is it that you get to fish with your best friend's dad, somebody that you've grown up around? How cool is it that y'all get to go out and do that? It's something.
It's cool. It don't even feel like we're fishing tournaments. Sometimes it's just we've always fished ponds together.
Yeah,
it's just always. It don't even feel like we're fishing competitive.
That's awesome, man. So y'all don't realize it right now, but y'all are building some memories that y'all are gonna have for the rest of your lives, guys. And so always be grateful for that, and especially for Jeff, because y'all are going to look back someday and realize how much that he's sacrificing for you guys. And he loves it, by the way. Don't take that. He loves to be able to do this for you guys, I'm sure. So I'm trying to think of some other questions, guys, because there's so much I want to ask you. I'm super excited to have you on. First off, so I'm going to give the backstory real quick of how we got to this point. So I'm doing a giveaway on TikTok. If any of you have not signed up yet, I got a huge shipment in from BM Custom Baits. If you watch my last podcast episode, guys, they've sent all kinds of gear. I mean, it's all over my desk because I keep looking at it. So I didn't feel right not giving some of that stuff away. I couldn't just keep all of it. So Jeff has a TikTok account called, I think KY Fishing or KY Fisherman or something to that effect.
Yeah, KY Fishing.
KY Plumber, I think.
KY Plumber?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And so he comments on there and said, Bourbon County Fishing Team would love to win this giveaway. And so we've been in contact ever since then. And then it just kind of, Austin's like, man, it'd be great. He said, if we get them on and you could do a little podcast. And I was like, that would be cool. So Man,
But you can't forget about the midnight text that I get saying, "Hey, I've got these kids. You're gonna want to hear this story." And
yeah.
that came through at midnight. I'm like, I definitely got to hear about it now.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and tell, because my it's been, I don't know why, but my memory is failing me right now.
No, you're good. Tyler texted me at midnight one night it was almost a week ago. I'm laying in bed and nobody's texting me at midnight. And so I had rolled over and I saw a text. I didn't even open it up. I just was like, okay, I'll check it in the morning. And I checked it in the morning, and basically it was saying, hey, I've got this fishing team that's not actually far from you, and they would love some help, and didn't know if you'd be interested in joining the mission. And absolutely 100%. I mean, that's what I am all about, especially with my channel that I kind of promote, education and really, building the community of fishing, whether that's, you're a beginner or you're a tournament angler. I've got experience in all of it. And that's really kind of my niche that I've kind of fell in, and I love it. But ever since that moment, man, it's been 100%, how can we help you? What can we do? How do we put our best foot forward to make sure, you guys succeed and ultimately have, to me, it's like the underdogs. I mean, you guys come from a smaller school that might not have, what some of these bigger schools have. And that doesn't mean that, you can't succeed. That just means that your success is going to be way more fun in the end. And you guys are going to succeed. Absolutely 100%. So I'm along for the journey. I'm sucked in.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just happy to be a part of all of it. So honestly, it's been pretty cool. I get to go and man, it hit me hard one night. I was texting Jeff, and which is Levi's dad, correct?
Yes, sir.
Jeff is Levi's dad. So I was texting him one night, and he said that that you had said that it was just like a dream come true. And man, that hit me right in the feels. I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, you know what? I'm just sitting here talking to my wife about it, and I was like, this is cool. Like, this whole thing is super cool. Like, I'm glad to be a part of it. Like, I'm y'all's cheerleader now. Like, I'm gonna be, every time y'all have a tournament at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, when I know the weigh-ins should be going, I'm gonna be texting Jeff like, hey, what's going on? How's the tournament?
That's awesome.
So I'm super excited to be a part of it. So guys, obviously, you got a tournament coming up at Laurel Lake. How far is that from you guys?
I think it's what? How far is about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2.
Are y'all allowed to practice fish on any of these lakes before?
Some tournaments you're allowed to pre-fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Are
Do you
y'all
know
allowed
specifically if Laurel Lake is one of them?
Laurel Lake's a pre-fish lake. Right?
Is it like we're allowed to pre-fish that?
Yeah, we can
we
pre-fish that.
Okay.
I just didn't know if you guys were going to be able to. So cool. Well, guys, we're going to spend some time talking with you after the podcast and go over some things. Is there anything that you guys would like to touch on before we kind of wrap up here?
I'm good.
All right. Austin, is there any more questions you'd like to ask him, man?
Man, it's not a question. It's just I'm just gonna say this to you as a dad. I'm proud of you guys. I mean, I think whatever you guys are doing, especially the friendship that you guys have built, you're gonna cherish that a lot more in the coming months and years than what you guys will ever understand. And kudos to Jeff. I know he's probably over there on the right side listening in, but man, he cares about, he loves you guys. He cares about you. He wants to see you succeed. And as a father and, as a son, man, that gets me choked up. It does, because you know I don't have my dad. My dad passed away last year, and you know, that was fishing was how we connected, and ultimately that's everything that I learned was from him. And if I could take it back, I would every single day. So cherish those moments and kick butt, man. I'm your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So, well, guys, I appreciate y'all hopping on for the podcast. It's been cool. I really want to bring y'all back again here in a month or so after y'all get to fish a couple more of your tournaments, and we can kind of let everybody know how you're doing and check back in. But it's been cool having you guys on. Are there any sponsors that you guys have that you'd like to thank or anything like that?
What sponsors do we have, Dad? What sponsors do we have? We have a couple of local sponsors we'd like to thank.
Yeah.
Traditional Bank. What else? HSC Bank. And what is it, Dad? And Kiwanis.
Okay.
And then we have another one. It's Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Cool.
Hunt Brothers Pizza. All right.
Yeah, man. Well, hey guys, it's cool that y'all have some of those guys helping you out. I know that there's a lot that goes into fishing tournaments. And again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to come on and hang out with me and Austin and talk for a minute. So for Austin, Luke, and Levi, this is Tyler Callahan with the American South Fishing Podcast, wishing everyone a great weekend.